Yeah?
Well, we got another one, Vince. 4-year-old boy, Bobby Serlin. Parents reported him missing about an hour ago. Said he never came home last night.
Hey! 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 I'm starved. You had any lunch?
No, not yet. There's a good chance this one's more than routine.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Well, the parents might be involved in this one. Father is Harold Serlin. He's a history professor up at State. The old lady is a bookkeeper or something. Judy Serlin.
Terrific. Right out of Model Citizen Factory, huh? So what's the catch?
Well, about an hour before the parents made the report, we got an anonymous call. Probably a teenage boy, judging from the voice. Said he'd seen some parents beating up their kid pretty bad last night up on Pacific Street.
Well, tell me, let me guess. That's Serlin kid's house, right?
One and the same.
Son of a... Okay, Harry, what do you got?
Not a damn thing so far, but we're searching the neighborhood.
Well, what do you figure?
I think it's a crock of shit. Well, we haven't found a trace of the kid yet, but I think there's something more to it than just a kid running away from home.
What do you mean?
Well, there's certain feelings you get sometimes, just a certain sense of something that doesn't quite get it together. Then you start looking at the facts, laying them out one by one, and it doesn't take too long before you start to realize it.
For Christ's sake, Harry, quit playing cops and robbers, will you? Get to the point.
Yeah, sure, okay. That anonymous call we got some wheels going. From what we gotten so far, Bobby Serlin was a real quiet kind of kid, you know, not a lot of friends, all that kind of stuff. But here's the hooker. Now, he's been admitted to St. Luke's Hospital 3 times in the past year, and the medical reports aren't too clear on exactly what happened to him.
Well, maybe he's just a sickly kid.
Yeah, maybe. You want to talk to the parents?
What do you think?
Mr. Serlin, Mrs. Serlin, this is Lieutenant Hayes. He's in charge of your case, and this is Sergeant Graham.
How do you do, Lieutenant? Sergeant?
Yes. How are you?
Sympathetic, Mr. Serlin. Very. I know what you must be going through, but if I'm going to help, I'll need a little more information.
He couldn't have run away. He wouldn't do that. He loved us too much.
You mean he doesn't anymore?
What?
You said loved us, past tense.
Now, wait a minute, Lieutenant. I don't think my wife meant it that way. What she was trying to say was
Of course,
that,
I understand. You're going through a difficult time. Don't worry. We'll find him.
But soon, please. You don't know how helpless he is. He's only 5 years old. He can't really take care of himself. Please.
No, we're doing the best we can, Mrs. Serlin, but we got a better chance if you could just tell Lieutenant Hayes here.
Harry, do me a favor, will you? Take Graham out and give him a rundown on the operation you got here, okay?
Yeah, sure, okay.
I hesitate to go on with this, Mr. Serlin.
No, it's quite all right. I know you're trying to help us.
When was the last time you saw Bobby?
Oh, like I told the other officer last night when I put him to bed.
And what time was that?
Oh, 10 o'clock.
Closer to 10:30, I'm sure.
Well, 10 o'clock. And that's when he usually goes to bed.
And, when did you notice that he was missing?
I called him at 7:30. I always do. I called him 3 or 4 times, but that's not unusual. He always sleeps as late as you'll let him. He's kind of a lazy boy. But this morning, he wasn't in his bed. He wasn't there. He was gone.
And it was a couple of hours after that we reported him missing. We checked around the neighborhood, of course, first. Then we waited around a little longer, sort of hoping.
Yeah, sure, I can see that. Do you have any idea what he was wearing?
Oh, yeah, pants and shirt and...
Levi's and a white shirt. I know because I looked in his closet, and the only thing missing is just the
Mr.
Levi.
Serlin, I know you've been through all this before, but can you think of any reason why Bobby would just pick up in the middle of the night? I mean, has he ever run away like this before?
No, none at all.
And did you have some kind of hassle with him? Did you spank him or something in the past day or so?
No, of course not.
You mean you never spank him?
Well, I wouldn't say never, no, but certainly not in the past few days. No, we were very close. I mean...
Yeah, well...
Vince?
We'll find him.
Here's the picture we got from the parents. Only problem is it's about 2 years old. And, here's the hospital records.
Fell off his bike. Fractured leg. Fell down the stairs. Concussion and multiple contusions.
And pneumonia. It's the only one that doesn't seem to fit the pattern. Want to question him about it?
What for? She's got all the answers.
You wanna know what I think?
Not particularly, Harry, unless you got some proof to back it up.
You want to hold him?
Sure. On what? Nah, just play that game. Listen, I'll check with you later. You check out the neighborhood, and I'll pick you up back at the station in a couple hours. I'll be at the hospital.
Oh my goodness, what's that? It is I, Jack Ketch, and I have come to chop off your head because you've done some very evil deeds. They call me the Executioner. Oh, Mr. Executioner, I'll tell you what. Why don't we just become partners? Oh, no, you're too mean for even me. I'm going to chop off your head. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, no, you're not.
Hi, Mr. Rabbit.
How you doing today?
All right.
Okay. Want to play a game?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you do or not. Wow, all right then. This is the way the game goes. What's your name?
Tommy.
All right, good. You get a prize. What's your name?
Anthony.
Okay, Anthony. Hey, I think Anthony needs a big one. Good. Here's a toy for you. Are you sick?
Yes.
Well, I better check and see if your heart's going all right, okay? Okay, here we go. Cough. Cough. I didn't say laugh. I said cough. I can't hear a thing. I've gone deaf. I can't hear a thing. Oh. Oh, my goodness.
No, you wouldn't take my word for it, so now you can see for yourself.
Louise, for Christ's sake, all I ask you is how can you be sure? How can you prove it?
You can't prove it. That's the problem. But you know, God, you know, a child who's been beaten is absolutely...
All right. I know all about it. We've been through all this before, and it always comes back to the same thing. I need facts.
Oh, yes, the facts. What do you call it? The index of suspicion to identify a battered child. Let me see now. 1, characteristic age, usually under 3. 2...
No, okay. I got the point. Now, what about Bobby Serlin?
Oh, what about Bobby Serlin?
How do you know he was beaten?
What's your name?
Jefferson.
I have a special friend for you.
Look, I can show you the reports here if that's what you want. Admitted, May 3rd, 1970. Multiple contusions on head. Examined for concussion. He fell down the stairs. November 8th, 1970. Admitted. Fracture of left leg and hip. Fell off his bike. March 22nd, 1971. Admitted. Pneumonia.
All right, pneumonia. And that's the one that threw me.
Oh, yeah. They said he must have had trouble breathing. They said it must be pneumonia. Well, the x-rays showed us why he was having trouble. He had 4 broken ribs. Didn't even know where he had fallen from that time.
Now, look, you're probably right. It probably isn't enough. Maybe he did fall down all those times. You've got to admit there's a chance.
No chance. Once you've seen a child who's been beaten, you know. You know. Not by the marks on the outside, by the ones inside. Let me show you something, Mr. Hard-Nosed Detective. Lieutenant Hayes, I'd like you to meet Jefferson Taylor.